The chapter begins with Baek Yoonho and Min Byung-gu still drinking outside. Byung-gu asks Yoonho if he wants to hear something funny. Yoonho immediately replies, "No," to which Byung-gu responds with a mischievous, "Gotcha." In Yoonho's mind, everything about Min Byung-gu, including his sense of humor, seems a little odd. He is the first S-rank hunter to retire, despite being in perfect shape. In fact, he's not just the first. He's the only one in the world. Yoonho also thinks that S-rank hunters are paid handsomely and wonders why Byung-gu quit being a hunter. After all, he doesn't come from a wealthy family. Suddenly, Byung-gu asks Yoonho if he is serious about joining the Jeju Island raid. Yoonho quickly answers with a confident yep. Byung-gu then asks, "But you saw how Yoon Seok died, right?" Yoonho responds, "All the more reason I want to go," adding that if they don't deal with these ants, everyone in the country will suffer the same fate. Byung-gu raises an eyebrow. "When did you become so patriotic?" he asks. Yoonho replies that he needs to go either way, so he might as well do it for a good reason. "Well, I'm not going." "No way in hell," Byung-gu says, noting that if Yoonho is here to recruit him, he's talking to the wrong person. Before Byung-gu can finish, Yoonho interrupts, explaining that he only came to say goodbye because he doesn't know what will happen to them. Byung-gu is stunned by this. He pauses, then shares that he's been preparing for the teacher certification exam because he wants to become a teacher and live a normal life. Yoonho is shocked and confirms, "You really want to be a teacher?" Byung-gu nods, revealing that he knows about Eugene Construction building a guild and looking for experienced hunters. They contacted him for the guild master position, and several companies had offered him positions after his retirement. However, he explains, "I may not look like it, but I'm not cut out for a job where people die and kill." He shakes his head, his feet trembling as he continues, "That's why I want to take the teacher exam. I'm thinking of teaching Korean history." Yoonho, still surprised, asks, "Why Korean history?" Byung-gu shrugs and says, "You know me. I love historical dramas." Yoonho can't help but mutter, "You're such a nutcase." Byung-gu laughs and replies, "No, this is just what an ordinary life looks like. I just want to read about wars in history books, not fight in real life." In Yoonho's mind, Byung-gu seems to be a normal person, and it's the hunters who are the abnormal ones. Yoonho reflects that there aren't many hunters who don't want to fight magic beasts. Maybe a few healers, who are all about healing. Then, Yoonho wonders if a desire for combat is a requirement to become an awakened being. But he quickly dismisses this idea. He offers Byung-gu another glass of alcohol, asking, "Another drink?" Byung-gu laughs and responds with a sarcastic, "Yes, Your Highness." The scene shifts to a hospital, where Jinwoo's mother is. Jinwoo has just arrived and opens the window to enter the room. As he does, he thinks that if anything goes wrong, there will be no turning back. He's unsure if his mother will be able to swallow the holy water of life and whether it will cure her. However, Jinwoo recalls how the system's effects on him were miraculous, and he needs to trust the system once again. He opens the bottle of holy water of life and approaches his mother. As he gets closer, his hands start to tremble, but he pushes forward, silently begging. After he successfully feeds her the holy water of life, he notices a scar on his mother's neck. The memory of when he was a child, trying to wash her hair and accidentally causing a burn mark on her neck, flashes through his mind. He realizes that even though he made a terrible mistake, his mother was always worried about him. As he looks at the scar, Jinwoo thinks to himself that he is the reason it's there. He then looks at her mother's face and sees that her color is slowly returning, but she still hasn't woken up. He pleads with her in his mind. This is the reason he's been working so hard to get stronger. "Please wake up," he whispers, his voice breaking. "Let me carry the weight that you've borne for all these years, Mom." Meanwhile, in Jinwoo's apartment, his younger sister wonders why she can't seem to concentrate these days. She steps outside and feels a warm gust of wind. Maybe summer is coming soon, she thinks, as the wind feels warmer than usual. Back at the hospital, Jinwoo waits anxiously for his mother to wake up. Then, suddenly, a silhouette of a woman appears behind the curtain. "Jinwoo, is that you?" the figure asks. It's his mother, now awake. She asks, "How long have I been sleeping?" Jinwoo can hardly believe his eyes. For years, he responds, stunned. His mother is equally shocked. Where is Gina? Is she okay? Jinwoo, still trembling, assures her. Yeah, she's doing well. After that, his mother smiled and thanked him for keeping his promise. His mother looks at his hands, which are covered in bruises and scars, and softly says, My son, you've been through a lot, haven't you? Unable to hold back his tears, Jinwoo's eyes fill with emotion. Yeah, he whispers. And so ends the return to Demon Castle arc. The next arc, one of the most anticipated in solo leveling, is the Jeju Island arc, where Jinwoo, after finally curing his mother of the eternal slumber, plans to stay behind to care for her. However, he's forced to change his mind when a monstrous ant appears during the raid.